it's Doris from LookMazing, and guess what? The LookMazing team is coming to LA, and we are actually going to be collaborating with Madewell on a Coachella-inspired shopping event. And what will happen at the event is you guys can come, meet us, and shop, and we'll have refreshments as well as sweet tunes to listen to, and you can get styled, and if you take a photo in our photo booth, you'll have a chance to win a $100 gift card from Madewell. So we're really excited, and we can't wait to see you guys. So definitely RSVP if you can make it. We'll put the link below. So since we are coming to LA, I thought it would be fun to do a video where you guys can pack along with me, and I'll be sharing some of my packing tips on how to pack more efficiently and making sure that you don't forget anything on your trip. So the packing video I'm going to do is we're going for 3 days, so it's going to be almost like a short weekend trip, and I'm going to be packing everything in a carry-on roller bag. So let's get started. So the first thing that I like to do is to get a sense of what the weather will be like there. I usually check my phone, and it seems like in LA it will be about 68-70 degrees, mostly sunny, so I'm going to pack according to that. So when I usually pack, I pack by planning my outfits for the trip. So I'll go through kind of what we're going to do for the trip and kind of plan outfits along with that. So my first outfit, I actually will be attending Lucky Fab, which is a fashion and beauty blogger conference. And so the outfit I have planned out is I have matched the sheer blouse, which we featured in our sheer trend. And I'm going to pair that actually with another trend we feature, which was the black and white trend. So I have a black and white skirt here. So I'll be wearing those two together. And then underneath, I'm going to be layering a black cami, and I will also pack a white one just in case I need an extra one. So the pair of shoes I have planned to go with that outfit are these pair of cutout sandals, and these are by Joie, and they're super comfortable, so hopefully my feet won't be hurting at the end of the day because I tend to usually love to wear flats, so but I love these pair the way they look. So the second outfit I have planned out is for after the conference. I'll be rushing over to our Madewell event, and I picked out a dress, and I picked out one that had a floral print because I think it's, you know, spring, and it's fun to have something more brighter and with some color. And to layer on top of that in case it's cold, I have my chambray shirt, and this is actually from Madewell, one of my favorites because it's super soft. And for shoes, I have these pair of Gladiator sandals. So I know Gladiator sandals are super trendy now, especially for summer, and these kind of go all the way up to kind of above the ankle, which is my first pair of sandals that are that high. So I thought they were really unique, and of course they're flat, so they will be super comfortable. So for my last outfit I chose, and this outfit is mostly for kind of the travel and trip home, and I chose something more comfortable, which is this button-down collared shirt in a nice bright turquoise color, and I have a pair of light denim jeans to go with that, and these jeans are super stretchy, so if you're sitting for a long time, it's not going to be uncomfortable. And the pair of shoes that will be going with that, my pair of Sperry's, and these are also extremely comfortable, especially with all the padding inside. So kind of walking around either the airport or just in general, these are kind of my go-to pair when I'm traveling. And this is not part of an outfit, but I thought I would talk about it is because I usually throw in either an extra sweater or top just in case it gets colder than I originally thought, or it's just a great layering piece. So yeah, so this is my extra piece for the trip. And of course you can't forget your undergarments, so I've packed all mine in here, and of course I packed some extra underwear as well. So at night, of course, when you're getting ready for bed, you definitely need some PJs. So I have my PJs here. And since we are staying at a hotel, what I also like to bring is a pair of flip-flops because I don't like to walk barefoot on the carpet. So I wear flip-flops kind of around so it's not uncomfortable at night. And so I pack all my accessories, so necklaces, earrings, bracelets, in a jewelry roll. So it kind of, this one is my favorite because it has slots for earrings. Put my necklaces in here, and all my bracelets go in here. So whenever, you know, I'm traveling, and if I'm traveling with some of my precious pieces, I'll be sure to put this in the hotel safe so I don't have to worry about it during the day. Now that I've finished my outfits, I usually kind of think about my morning and night routine when I'm packing my toiletries. So that goes along with kind of washing your face, brushing your teeth, any lotions, all that good stuff I pack in here in this nice clear case, especially if you have a carry-on. I know usually people kind of are restricted to a small Ziploc bag, but because it's clear, sometimes I get away with it, but I wouldn't recommend it for everyone. So yeah, so this is everything that I need kind of from morning to night. And I won't go into detail inside unless you guys want me to. Just let me know below and I can definitely do my toiletry bag in a separate video. So alongside that, I have these makeup wipes. I love using these when I'm traveling because carrying a liquid makeup remover, it's a little bit sometimes annoying because if it spills, it gets all over the place. So I like to carry these instead, and I use one kind of in the morning as well as at night. Next, I have kind of the beautifying process, which is everything makeup related. So I put everything just in one bag. This is kind of makeup essentials plus or minus some extra makeup brushes. And then for my eye makeup, I usually just like to bring one palette. This is the First Naked palette, and the colors in here are perfect for day and night, so this is why I chose to bring this one with me this time. So as you can see, I always leave my hair straight, but since I'll be going to 2 events, I thought, you know, maybe to kind of spice it up, I will curl my hair, and I'll bring along my curling wand and along with the glove. So this is actually, you know, pretty easy to pack because it's so thin, which is why I decided to bring it this time. And I think that's about it for all the things I'm going to be packing on this trip. And now I'll show you how I'm going to put them in my suitcase in the most optimal way so that it doesn't get wrinkled and everything is very easily accessible. So now you guys can see the inside of my roller bag, and this is one that I've had actually for quite some time. It's by Briggs & Riley and has been super sturdy, and so I'm gonna now actually first put in my shoes, and I've put all the shoes in shoe bags because one, it kind of protects the shoes, but also it prevents your bag from getting really dirty too. So I'd like to find the side where the wheels are because when the bag gets lifted, I don't want my shoes to be crushing all my other clothes. So I put it on the side with the wheels. So I put the first one in, and then I have my other pair, which I put right on top. And then kind of the flats that I mentioned, I usually tuck them on the side since they do sit flat. So next I have my pajamas, which I am going to pack right next to it, and I tend to put these on the bottom because it's okay if they get wrinkled and you're only accessing them kind of once a day at night, so I tend to put them at the bottom of my suitcase. Next I have my camis, and I'll usually kind of fold them and put them right on top of my pajamas, and then we'll kind of put my undergarments kind of off to the side here. So I'm kind of forming almost a box and leaving some space here to put some extra stuff on the side. So next I put my curling wand right in the side here, and I'll put the glove along with it so when I access one I can easily grab the other. And then I have my jewelry roll, which I will put right next to it here in that little slot. So next I have kind of my makeup remover wipes as well as the eyeshadow palette. So since the eyeshadow palette is also pretty flat, I'm actually just going to stick it either alongside here, but for now I'm just going to put it down here since I do have room in my suitcase. And for these, I like to put them on top so I can easily access them even in between my trips if I want to kind of freshen up. So now I'm going to put my pair of denim right on top here, and usually if I have extra other pairs of pants I would lay them alongside here as well. And I like to put next my Toiletries and Makeup Bag on the very, very top, because especially if you travel and your flight gets delayed, a lot of times you might want to brush your teeth or, you know, freshen up. I like to put things on the very top. And in addition to that, if, you know, anything were to kind of spill or things, it would kind of be contained more on the top of your suitcase rather than the middle. And one last thing is that because it's on top, it has less likelihood of getting squashed and popping and things like that. So yeah, so that kind of concludes this section of my suitcase. So I'm gonna go ahead and clamp these two together. Now we can move along. So now we're going to move on to this side of the suitcase, and why I love this particular one is because it has this built-in garment bag, and when I used to travel a lot with suits and things like that, this actually prevents it from getting wrinkled. So for this particular trip, I'm going to put all the types of clothing that I have that are more kind of delicate or prone to getting crushed on that side, actually on this side. So what I like to do is I collect these hangers from the dry cleaners because they're super thin and super light, which makes it perfect for kind of putting clothes into this actual garment bag here. So I layer the pieces that I'll be wearing together, so that way it's more convenient to access them when I get to my destination. So before kind of packing it in, I actually like to make sure, before packing it in, I like to make sure to button up all the pieces, so this prevents kind of it from moving around and potentially getting wrinkled. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and loop the hanger through the hook on the top, and as I lay them down, I'm going to leave the sleeves hanging out for now because I'm going to put other pieces in, but once I have everything, I'll show you guys how I fold it over. I have my other two tops. My extra one is inside, and here's my button-down collared shirt. So I make sure it's all nicely pulled and flat, and then also making sure the sleeves kind of hang out to the side so the arms don't get wrinkled. This is my last top. So once I have all three of them in, I like to pull this up tight and kind of lock it in place, and then also make sure the sleeve is out. So once it's all flat, I like to collect all the sleeves together and then kind of fold them over together, so that way there's no kind of wrinkling going on, and same thing on this side. So everything kind of sits flat, and if the crease does happen, it's usually at the shoulder line, which is not as obvious. So now I kind of secure them in place so they don't move around. And then I go ahead and kind of fold it back up, zip it. Zippers are there. So if you guys have been watching closely, you'll notice that I have not packed one piece yet, and that is my striped skirt. So the reason why is I was planning to pack it on the garment bag side, but it's a little bit thicker than I thought. So to put it there would not be as great as putting it back on this side. So what I'm going to do is roll it so this way it doesn't crease anywhere on the skirt. I'm going to go ahead and move around a couple things, which is, I think, what packing is just like almost like Tetris sometimes. So I'm going to move that over there. So now I actually have all my makeup stuff together. I'm going to go ahead and slip this on the very side. So I'm going to go ahead and clamp this back up. And last but not least, I like to bring along some extra bags, and what I use these bags for are kind of my dirty clothes. So, you know, anything that I've worn and I don't want it to touch my clean clothes, I'll either put them in Ziploc bags, or I have a tote here and I can always throw in kind of my the clothes that I've actually already worn to separate it out. So those two, I usually pack them on this side. There's an extra pocket, and I'll slip it in there flat. So So I make sure to lock my bag, especially sometimes when you have a really full flight, they do make you check your carry-on sometimes. So I like to make sure that if that happens, I do have it locked. And I have my name tag with my address inside. And also I have a little, fun identifier in case I do check it. It's easy to look for. Of course, there's tons of black suitcases. Mine has this pink pink tie on it, so I can easily spot it. So I hope you guys found that helpful, and now I'm all ready to go to LA. And if you guys are actually curious about what my specific items are, I'm going to make this video shoppable on LookMazing, and we'll link it below too, so you could check it out there. And last but not least, this is the first time I've ever done one of these, but we will vlog our trip of LA to give you kind of a behind the scenes look at what we're doing down there. So make sure you look for that next week.